How did Anderson .Paak become financially free? We will be covering his music and investments. Starting with some background, Anderson .Paak, born Brandon Paak Anderson, is a musician and businessman coming from Oxnard, California. He found his interest into music at a young age, playing the drums for his local church and starting to rap while in high school. Due to his family life, he would have to take a few years off music to find his next steps and become a provider for those around him. Eventually, when he did start back up into music, it would be under the name Breezy Lovejoy. That name would only last about a year before he took up Anderson .Paak and started working his way up through some major collaborations. Anderson .Paak is a well-respected musician that used his talent and drive to open up doors for him in any building he stepped into. Now, before we get into his investments, we need to talk about the music and label. Going into music, Anderson .Paak has released 12 projects throughout his career, of which 4 are solo studio albums. He has a collaboration project with producer Knowledge in their duo No Worries, and has a collaboration project with Bruno Mars in their duo Silk Sonic. From this, Anderson .Paak has 1 platinum plaque under his belt, equivalent to 1 million album sales for his Silk Sonic debut, An Evening with Silk Sonic. He also has 1 gold plaque under his belt, equivalent to 500,000 album sales for his 2016 album Malibu, which was released independently. What is interesting about those sales is that you would think they would be more, especially compared to a lot of artists that I cover here on this channel. I was surprised myself and believe Anderson .Paak deserves a lot more. However, there is something important to consider here. Anderson .Paak isn't just financially free from his album sales or his investments, he has almost unlimited opportunities that come to him. He is more than just a vocal artist and can provide value in any room he walks into. There are times you might get a glimpse of him on stage playing the drums, you can hear his production, or just his vocals being sampled or overlaid. When you are highly respected as a musician, opportunities are endless, which is very important for bringing income in. For my artists out there, think about how you can provide value in any room you walk into. That can be, of course, with your vocals, but maybe you can provide value in production or photography. There are many ways to keep your name in rotation and keep opportunities flowing. That's exactly what Anderson .Paak did, which led him to work with legends like Dr. Dre and others, keeping opportunities flowing in. Still, no doubt he has made some good money from his album sales. As for his label situation, Anderson .Paak signed to Dr. Dre's Aftermath Records in 2016 after his independent success of Malibu, and has been home for him throughout his career. Aftermath is also home for the duo Silk Sonic. In November 2021, Anderson .Paak would announce the launch of his own label, Apeshit Inc., which is in partnership with Universal Music Group and has the duo Dami and JD Beck signed to it. Overall, when we talk about music, Anderson .Paak has been slowly building his empire for a decade now. From him being able to provide value in any room he walks into, he has almost unlimited money-making opportunities with even more to come. Music, of course, is the biggest passion for him, but his business ventures are slowly creeping up there with an empire in the making. The ape in his label, Apeshit Inc., stands for Anderson .Paak Empire, a glimpse into the future. It seems that Anderson .Paak is getting bigger and bigger every year with well-deserved and earned respect, and I can't wait to see what is to come. Now on to my favorite section, and that is investments. Going into investments, the first I want to talk about is from April 2022, when Anderson .Paak was a part of the $30 million investment group for Goldhouse Ventures. Goldhouse Ventures is a fund that is dedicated to investing into Asian and Pacific Islander entrepreneurship founders to create more opportunities for them in the corporate world. This is an investment into the community to strive for a better future, not necessarily one to make a return on investment. Goldhouse Ventures is making a real impact on people's lives and helping them scale their business when so often they are overlooked. Love to see it, a big impact for change made possible by Anderson .Paak. The next investment I want to talk about is one that I made a short separate video on about 6 months ago, and that is Anderson .Paak's growing restaurant empire. He owns 2 restaurants next to each other in Sherman Oaks, California. The first restaurant he opened was in 2021 with Taisho Japanese Restaurant and Bar, followed up by his 2022 grand opening of his Mexican food restaurant, Casita. These restaurants were opened in partnership with Christian Corbin, who has over 25 years in the restaurant industry. Having an expert like Christian on on the team provides a leg up since he knows what it takes to run successful restaurants. In my separate video on this, I talked about the importance of having both restaurants next to each other and how that is a strategy to take up market share in Sherman Oaks. These are two different cuisines next to each other in a popular area, so when people walk by, no matter which one they choose, Anderson Paak will be making money from that. I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to open restaurants in that area of different cuisines, further taking over more of the market, driving money to his pockets, no matter which business patrons walk into. Overall, when we talk about investments, this is an area where Anderson Paak is slowly building his empire too. He invested in Gold House Ventures, which is a great way to invest in a community and build a better future. The investments into his growing restaurant empire have massive potential, not just from already taking market share from being so close to each other, but also having an expert in the field helping him grow that can be big for him long term. It's great to see Anderson Paak taking the time to build his outside business ventures, and from what we have seen already, it looks like there is a lot more to come. This leads me to the question, what is next for Anderson Paak? He is gearing up to release a new album with the Knowledge duo, No Worries. I have no doubt he will continue to release solo music and really capitalize on his growing success. For his label, he does have one duo signed to it, and it looks like growing them is a big priority, and I am sure down the road there will be new signees as well. As he is growing his music empire, Anderson Paak is simultaneously growing his investment empire in the background. I have a feeling we will see new restaurants open in the future, whether that is to continue to grow in the Sherman Oaks area or possibly create chains from his current successful restaurants. I definitely see him investing in more startup or established companies, further diversifying his portfolio. We kind of had a glimpse of that with the Gold House Ventures Fund. I'll be sure to cover any new investments here on my channel. What is next for Anderson Paak? Capitalizing on his success, slowly growing his empire both inside and outside of music. In summary, Anderson Paak is an 8-time Grammy winner with so much respect, but he is still growing every year like he is unknown. That is powerful, and we will be seeing his empire being built over the next few years, whether that is in music or investments. Anderson Paak provides value in any room he walks into, whether that is a studio or his restaurants, creating endless money-making opportunities, keeping him financially free. And that is how Anderson Paak became financially free. I hope you found this video informational. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, as well as let me know who I should talk about next. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.